Hello, family and beautiful people. I listened to the Nag Hammadi's scriptures, and I've got 3 Bible verses. I've got Isaiah, Book of John, all that. I listened to them because I haven't got the books themselves, which I wish I really did, because then I could actually explain and sit through some of these scriptures on my own that could give you a different perception, give you a different view on exactly what or exactly who Christ is. But what I did want to say to you is that the secret book of James, I recommend that you go through that with a fine-tooth comb, and you start to understand how he was breaking their minds free of this duality, as well as at the same time telling them that everything's okay. And they don't know this, but it's something special. And the secret book of John in the Nag Hammadi scriptures, that's another beautiful book too, because it gives you a well-defined understanding of, if you would call it the beginning, but I would call it the allness, to the shadow and the cloud and the Sophia and the drop and all this, and where people misperceive, grab hold of this spirit Sophia and start to do their own thoughts. But I'd also like to say that as you go through these thoughts and you go through this system, look at it physically as well as spiritually, and try and bring yourself into that place where it spiritually is, but it physically is. Because I guarantee you will see the resemblance, because there is no such thing as a physical manifestation from a spiritual manifestation. So I guarantee that. But just have a look at it, and then when you get to the bottom realms, have a look at the Yaldabaoth and all these, and the just God and the unjust God, and go beyond that. If you don't go beyond the just God, you've limited yourself. If you don't go beyond the unjust God, you're not doing too well, in better words. But the secret book of James is a great book to understand that Yeshua, Jesus, Master, Rabbi, whoever throughout the ages is trying to tell them, yeah, you got it, you got it. No, you don't got it. And I'd like you to look at it in a way that he is trying to break you free from a division, from an aspect of duality. And the lack's bad, but lack's good. You know, fool's bad, fool's good. And just ponder on it. Do your own homework. When we may not have a teacher around us to help us decipher the differences between these things soon, so we need to decipher them now, which is exactly what he is saying. That's why he was talking to James and Peter about what he was talking about, and went like right to the end. He goes back up to the disciples, the people that are in the know, and he says to them, yeah, promised at the right hand, it's all good, it's all good. And so we want to be as gentle as that, because it's not ours, it's the Father's. It's not our interpretation, it's the Father's. It's not our facet, it's not our perception, it's not ours. It's the Father's. It's the Spirit of Christ that's in you. It's the Spirit of truth. And when you have and that's why the secret book of John is really good to download and start to decipher between, because we will start to understand why and how we've got to speak these parables, why we've got to speak parable and not be so judgmental with what we speak. If we can speak a parable that resembles 1,000 things, then why the fuck would we speak something that resembles a judgment upon that person or that thing itself? The truth will do that alone. As soon as you start to develop these ways within yourself and develop this within yourself, you'll start to understand that exactly, not just the words that Christ spoke in the Bible or red letters or these missing books that are around, you'll actually start to understand the reasoning behind it. And he wants you to get rid of all reasoning. I mean, the reason why that's there is this. The reason why that's there is this. No, the reason why that come forward to you is because you need to learn in real time that there is no reason for it. It's just something, and you get this flow of the Spirit. You get this flow of this speech, this flow. And it's not going to be your own, because glory to the Father at all costs, because you don't want to have your own glory. And let me go back to the secret book of James. I think it's called that. Like I said, I don't have these books in front of me. I haven't had them in front of me for quite some time. I've just been going off the audio version, which is Wisdom of the Ages. You'll find these books in Jeshua Ben Johnson, and The Way of Mastery, The Way of the Heart, all these different things that can bring you to your own sense of learning. If you listen to the secret book of James, you will understand that that the Master was moving them to and fro from their own ego. He wasn't just speaking to them and saying, no, shame on you, or shame on this, or shame on that, and blessed in this and blessed in that. Blessed. He was showing them that if you command us, then we'll come with you to the kingdom of heaven. He's like, I can't command you. You're your own commander. You're your own person. You're your own Christ. You're your own being. I can't command you. And then he will say, well, I've commanded you. I've commanded you to come through and to follow me. And so you'll start to understand the differences between this duality and how to perceive things, to how to think, to go and, oh, damn. He's just breaking me through, or breaking me out of this duality, so that I don't have two perceptions, or two views, or two truths, or two knowings. I have just one. And he can't give you any more than what he gives you. That's why it's a secret. He can only give you the power to power yourself up. He can only tell you who you are, so that you can power yourself up and understand in complete fullness who you are first. That's it. That's why I'm not your teacher. I'm not your rabbi. And don't get me wrong, a lot of our channels, a lot of people in the truth community, we help each other to come to a remembrance. That's it. We don't give that to them. We help. If your heart is resonating with what that truther or what that person is saying, that's because your heart is resonating on the frequency of a remembrance within itself that already existed, already occurred. That's it. He can't do, she can't do nothing for you. They can't do it. Your resonance that you're feeling, I resonate with that. That's because you are coming to a remembrance within yourself at your time, gentle as the Father is, at your time, to who you are, and that's it. Glory to the Father, not to them, not to the people that teach us these things. So that's a big part of this understanding and these secrets and these understandings, that Yeshua's like, damn, shit, man, I've come down, I'll give you all the parables in the world, you've got to let me go, you've got to let me go. It's like, yeah, you're not, yes, let him go. Come to this yourself, bring yourself to these things. When you resonate with someone else's words, let's not look at it as someone else's words. Let's look at it as you are resonating now because the veil has been dropped in a memory within yourself, and now you resonate in yourself of who you are, what you know. Everything is you. All you. Now look at it that way. Oh shit. Thank you. Be grateful that these things can come to pass, and these things can come and help you remember yourself. Be very grateful and hold that gratitude too, because our brothers and sisters may need you when it comes to what they're going through. They may need you. They don't want you to recall, you helped me remember this, you're my God. It's like, you helped me remember this, can I help you remember this? Yes. One. Singularity. Done. Thank you. But let's help each other remember this and come to these things ourselves. Because this is the thing that people are getting caught up on. Especially the ego wants to claim these for it wants to usurp these things for itself. And it doesn't want to represent the Father for it being unveiled and in remembrance of itself at that time. Beautiful if you come to this remembrance. And every little veil that gets unlifted, there you go, that resonates with me. I know something from that. That is your remembrance saying, I remember this myself through myself. Just the same way as that if you are talking to someone and you're getting this download and you just start to express things and you're actually telling yourself things, because it's like, holy shit, I don't know, I'm just saying all these things right now, it's the spirit, but I've actually taught myself more than what I wanted to teach you. Yeah, the ego wants you to teach them, but the Spirit of Christ wants you to teach you. So that's all I'm saying. Anyway, good books in the Nag Hammadi to meditate on and to start to develop a different understanding of why he was so parabolotic with these, with even the closest ones to him, because they have to come to this remembrance within themselves first, and he can't say no more. I can't say no more on this. If you read the Secret Book of James and the Secret Book of John, then you will understand exactly what I'm saying right here. Okay guys, I love you and much love to you.